I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Dripping all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Project down flow, make a weak man vomit. Off now that man ain't cautious. Going through the incoming traffic, all bass slapping. In badges, catch a right hook like the verses don't matter. And I'm so tired of your flexing and trapping. I'm not full of fist stops, any chit chatter.
These stacks are French, but it ain't pink matter.
You presented safe blue pills in a mattress. Fraudulent phony, I award you a Tony Award. But you a good actress. Your girl silicone, your tributes all plastic. Back while I'm spazzing. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back. All right.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Double this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They don't want to waste his outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down.
Lion, Lion.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 21 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Gurley, after hitting pay dirt last week against San Francisco, it's now 10 straight games for him with at least 1 score, Charles.
We talked about him in preseason. And he was my choice then for MVP in the league, and I'm not backing off from it now. He runs it, catches it. All eyes on him in that offense, which opens things up for everyone else. Had 3 more touchdowns against San Francisco in Week 7, 14 total on the year. Only the 3rd guy in NFL history to have that many through his first 7 games.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Eagles trotting back out there. You had their game last week against Carolina. What a disappointing loss for Philly to drop them to 3 and 4. What happened? They were up 17 points.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? And the problem for them, besides blowing the lead, which we'll get to in a second, they didn't score enough when they had the opportunity. They got 17 points, but they had an opportunity really for like 27, which would have really put them out there. But instead, they left Carolina an opening, and they took it. The Eagles are now only the 4th team in the Super Bowl era to lose a game. They led 17-0 or better in the 4th quarter at home. And what a tough one for them. Now, Carson Wentz had a great game throwing the ball. 30 of 37, 310 yards, 2 touchdowns, but ended up having a fumble on the last play of the game, and that ended it, and Carolina won the ball game.
And the Super Bowl champs under 500. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Now Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run at 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Darren Sproles taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Pretty much the unquestioned #1 team in the NFL through the first 7 weeks of the season coming back onto the field here. That, of course, the LA Rams, Charles, 7-0. Blew away San Francisco last week, 39-10. It's their first 7-0 start since 1985.
And remember when they were worried about Aaron Donald and him coming to the team and when he would get really into shape and rounded into form? Well, how about 4 sacks and a forced fumble against San Francisco? That's a career high for him in terms of sacks. But I know how people keep saying, well, when will they get tested? To me, they got tested this week by having the poise and the maturity to blow away San Francisco when they were obviously better than them and not have a letdown game. But they are home for Green Bay and then at New Orleans in the next couple of weeks. So if anyone has doubts, they get through these 2, all doubts should be erased.
On 1st and 10, gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. On first down, it's Gurley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Going up top. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, let's go, Salad! 180!
From the gun, here's Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now, before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Orange.
The final shot before break here. Gone. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And an alley to run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think have...
And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Bannon able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Maverick!
Third and long. It's gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on fourth. Gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, CD taking a peek at some of the injuries from around the league in Week 7. We did have a few. Quan Alexander on that Bucs defense went down with an injury. They'll be monitoring Sony Michel in New England. Now, remember, they already lost Jeremy Hill, Rex Burkhead out of that backfield, so a couple injuries to note.
Certainly, and Quan Alexander in the middle of the Tampa Bay defense, which was already struggling. They may not get him back the rest of the season. Sony Michel, they're hoping to get him back after a few weeks. Albert Wilson in Miami has made big plays all season long, has a hip injury. That could cost him some serious time, if not the season. LaShawn McCoy, Melvin Gordon, they're hoping to get them back in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, interesting that they won without Melvin Gordon last week. That was a big win. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Sproles. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Sproles. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Adams. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Sproles. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
To throw on second down is Goff. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Cut! 180! 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Guys, stay in situation. Let's go. Let's go! He's mine. Hard ball.
Goff now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Man 5-7. Here we go. 180.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Go. Great.
Wentz to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.